All right, we're recording.
All right, awesome. Well, welcome to our Sunday night Sidelines Unite calls. And I am super excited to be here tonight as the host. And I'm not really speaking tonight, but we have two completely amazing people that are going to speak tonight. One is area manager Erinn Gankowsky. And Erinn is a mom of two little ones, and she just became an area manager in December. And then my amazing daughter-in-law, Charissa Cole, who's a district manager who just got an amazing new haircut tonight, or today, yesterday. She is a mom of four little ones. So between these, they have six little ones, and they're doing an amazing Arbonne business. And I'm so proud of both of them. And tonight is a topic that is just kind of this new topic in Arbonne. And I think it's going to help all of us do not only a better job at following up and building relationships with our prospects, our clients, our preferred clients, but it's also going to help us maintain a great professionalism and just honor the Arbonne integrity that we all want to have, and stay compliant with what Arbonne wants, and yet love on the people that we care about and we want to drip on. So they're going to talk about building a Facebook private group. Talk about maybe a VIP group or something like that. So I'm just going to stop talking and pass it over to Erinn and Charissa.
Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Charissa and I talked earlier today, so I'm going to go first. I'm going to start off by completely apologizing because I took care of my two little ones that were very sick last week, and it made its way to me. It's pretty much impossible not to get sneezed on and not get those little germies. So my apologies for the raspy voice and the hoodie. I'm trying to rest as much as I can, but I'm so excited to be with you guys tonight. I'm especially excited to do this with Charissa. Charissa and I are some special sideline sisters. We do a lot of stuff together. We talk, if not every day, pretty darn close to every single day. So just bouncing ideas off of each other, encouraging one another. And it's been an awesome gift to have Charissa in my life. And just so you guys know, Charissa and I have physically met one time in our whole life in the past. And in that time, I've had two kids. She's had two more babies. So this business is just wonderful. It brings some amazing people into your life. And I honestly couldn't imagine my life without Charissa now. So that's my just little love on Charissa moment. But I'm going to talk a little bit about Facebook and how we're kind of utilizing that in our businesses. And for those of you that were able to join us at our nation meeting on Monday night here in Michigan, I talked a little bit about it then too. So some of it's going to be a little similar. And there will be a little bit more time today to do sort of a question and answer so we can get into a little bit more of the nitty gritty about it. But the one thing that I did say on Monday, and I'm going to say it again tonight, is technology is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful thing for us. Charissa and I, being moms that are home, truly do utilize it as opportunities to meet and talk and reach out with people when we can't always be out of the house. But what I will say this is that always, always please remember that this is just another tool. It shouldn't be something that you use to replace any sort of communication with people. There is still nothing like that personal, face-to-face connection with somebody, but when you can't always do it, this is another really good way to do it. So playing around with a couple of different things, and there's a lot of different ways to really utilize social media well, but we're going to specifically talk just about Facebook tonight, and how you can use that. Facebook has put a lot of features that just make using it pretty neat. The Facebook Live feature, and things like that. But we want to make sure that we're not necessarily annoying people, right? Like I said this on Monday too. We've all been added to groups or see our news feed just filled with stuff, and you're like, how did I how did this end up here? Like I ask myself that often, going, what is this? Like, how did this get here? So we always want to make sure that, again, like in Arbonne, we're just different. We want to be different. We want to roll a little differently. We want to be good about things and respectful to others, and sort of looking at Facebook like you're coming into their home, you know, and you wouldn't just come into their home and vomit Arbonne all over them, right? So what we are kind of doing now and utilizing is Facebook groups. So much like, I mean, and there's different things that you can do on Facebook. You can do events, you can have your, a business page, you can have lots of different things. But with a group, what's really nice about it is some of the features that it has as far as being able to see who has seen your post, or instead of just somebody liking it or commenting on it, if somebody's seen it and not done anything, you'll still be able to see who those people are. The first thing, setting up those groups is really easy. I'm not going to go into any detail. I wasn't sure what Charissa had planned. I'm not going to talk about going into detail on how to set those up. It's pretty straightforward. It's very easy. We can maybe get into that in question and answers, but more of the utilization of it. And so I've created a page, my page that I have, or my group, I'm sorry, the group that I have created is called Dream Big, Work Hard, Stay Humble. There are lots of different things that you can do if you want it to be something specifically Arbonne in your title. You know, whatever that might be, it's got to be unique to you. I have a friend that's in another network marketing business, and I actually really admire hers. Her page is called Confessions with Christina, and she uses it very much how I believe that these groups should be used, as kind of a personal blog that people can be a part of live. You know, I'm sharing a lot of business on there. I'm sharing a lot of, when we have the blockbusters, those are always on there. The information about the primer today, that we're on that shortage, I want to let everybody know about that, but I don't necessarily want to flood that all over my personal page, put it in people's news feeds that may or may not want to see it. We want to stay in our friends' news feed from our personal page. So just different things like that. Mondays are my motivational Monday. So Monday I will post something that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with Arbonne, but just it's encouraging, it's inspiring. It may be something that's touching my heart at the time. So making that very personal. You are sharing you on this page. You are, I'm doing things like sharing Discover Arbonne's live. This is a great way too for you guys to practice. I'm looking at it as practice for me. I don't necessarily run through Discover Arbonne's all the time, but this is a great way to do that and continually practice that. Inviting people to this page. This is very, very key. You don't just want to add all your friends to it. As lovely as that would be, like, cool, you're kind of defeating the purpose there. If you take everybody from your friends list and just throw them into the group, you're going to have it's going to be that way of, well, how did I get in this group? I didn't ask. I think it is so important to personally ask people again. So whether that personal ask is in a face-to-face meeting with them, you might be having coffee with a friend and you're talking about life and you're like, I have this Facebook page that I'm doing. I would love for you to be a part of it. Would you mind if I added you to it? Absolutely. I haven't had anybody say no. Honestly, I haven't had anybody tell me no yet. I have had a few people just straight up ignore me. And don't just add people because you've asked them. If you don't get a response, don't add them. They might not know how to politely decline. But always, always ask. So whether it's in person, through a text message, through a Facebook message, whatever the case may be, definitely ask that permission. People respect that so much more. I know I do. I've gone through my Facebook myself and just taking myself out of groups that I didn't ask to be a part of, and it has nothing to do personally with that friend that added me. I may love that friend to death, but I didn't really want to be in there. I didn't really want to be in the group. So if you're asking somebody and they say yes, that means they want to be there. It means they want to hear what you have to say. It's a great place for your clients, your preferred clients that already exist. But what's wonderful about this too is you can have your settings set so that whoever's in the group, you may have your friend Susie, and Susie has 4 or 5 friends that would love to know a little bit more about Arbonne. You might not be connected with those friends. Guess what? Susie can add those friends to the page. Now, again, if you have, I would hope too that just kind of communicate to friends when you're adding these people. Say you can, invite friends. Just make sure you ask that they, you reciprocate that back to your friends, letting them know if they're going to add people, awesome, they can add people. Just make sure that they also ask for permission as well, that they don't just dump people into the group. Again, it's a great way to open up your network. You may see that, wow, I don't know this person who saw this Discover Arbonne, or, and that may be an opportunity for you to reach out to that person and see what they thought. So just different things like that. Charissa, I don't, excuse me, I don't know where you're going to go. I'll kind of toss it over to you now and see what you can add. Those are kind of my, excuse me.
It sounds like you need a break.
Yeah, my voice is.
Okay, tag team. Okay, I'm touched. Again, I'm Charissa, and I love technology and the way that it has helped me build my business, because like Kathy said before, I have 4 little ones aging from, they are 10, 5, 3, and 1. 2 of them are in school Monday through Friday, and 2 are at home. One of them goes to a mom's day out 2 days a week. So I have 1 at home constantly, and I can't always get on the phone, like literally talking on the phone. So text message, Facebook, and I do meet people out when I go out to the gym, to the grocery store, to different places. And that's where I, talk to people, and I tell them that I do a lot. If I tell them what I do as my business, I will add them and ask them first to add them to my private Facebook page, my group that I have. And kind of like what Erinn said, is I treat my private Facebook group as almost like a blog. Like I get real with people, and that's what I want people to know, is that we are a real company. Like we all go through life. It's not like we're up here and it's this far-fetched thing. Like I want to show that, I'm a mom of 4 kids. I can do Arbonne. Pretty much anybody can do Arbonne if you just do it in the nooks and crannies of your day and you are determined to build your business. Because if you want to build something, you will find the time to build it. And so, the reason that I love the Facebook group is because I'm not just, like Erinn said, vomiting Arbonne. And it doesn't come off tacky, because I'm not going to name any other skincare companies, but I have seen a lot of them. They just like 5 posts a day of just different things that just is about the specials they're running, prices. And I know that that is something that with Arbonne we do not, that's not part of our compliance, is, posting, prices or personal specials that Arbonne's not doing. And so, and to be honest, people get tired of that, and they do not become interested in that. I have noticed that it becomes kind of annoying and comes off a little tacky, if you will. But, and that's what I love about Arbonne, is that we love to keep in compliant with everything and not come off that way. So I know a while back we all struggled with, posting on what can we post, what can't we post. So with the Facebook group, because it's private and only certain people can see it, you can post anything you want. If you want to run your own special, go for it. As long as you don't have like Dr. Peter in your Facebook group, then he'll probably tell corporate or something. I don't know. So, but yeah, the Facebook group was a great thing because I don't have to be afraid that I'm not going to be compliant, that I'm still keeping up with Arbonne's, compliance and all their standards and everything like that. But I also can be real with people and just show it. And I haven't changed the name. It was my holiday group. And then I just kind of turned it into, and I think I'll probably turn it into my team page, because a lot of my new teams that I'm building are in there and they're starting to add people, and it'll probably just turn into that. But I just love it because I just treat it almost like a blog, and I just tell people, about specials that are going on, or just different things that, what you would like some people do on a blog. And it also gives me a chance, if y'all were on the call, I think it was last week with Kendall Stoltz, how she was talking about the 7 touches. This is a perfect way to get people's attention, because if you, like on your personal page, it will get lost because that person has like 50 million friends, and so they may not see your post. But if they're in this private group, a little notification will say, hey, Charissa posted in such and such group, and they'll go and see it, and you can see who sees it. And that was another benefit I love about it, because on my business page, so on the group, you can see seen by whoever at the bottom, and you can kind of like, and I don't go and like stalk those people. Like, I don't go and message them like, hey, I saw you like my post. Are you interested in Arbonne? No. I just like be like, just talk to them. If I haven't talked to them in forever, then maybe, they're kind of like interested, and I just kind of talk about them. And then slowly, it kind of works into them wanting to know about, Arbonne and everything. Like Erinn said, I do Discover Arbonne's on there. I do Healthy Living, almost like you would do a Facebook Live that a lot of people are doing on their personal page. I do on my private Facebook group. I usually set a time of when I'm going to be on, and sometimes there's 5 people, sometimes there are 2. But it's all about consistency, people. Like, that's what it is. It's like you may have nobody tune in to your Facebook Live, but you're doing it. It's the same with and this is how because I can't really get out every night to do presentations, and this is how I'm able to do presentations and get activity. And I believe, seriously, this is how my team is growing and how I'm getting a lot of people interested in Arbonne because of, technology and everything. And it's also how people are asking me when they're out and about. Like, I have a lot of moms that I go and work out with at the gym that are starting to ask about it because they see me posting stuff on Facebook. And that's another thing, is that a lot of people have said is that they like the way that, I'm not pushy about it. I'm just kind of like nonchalantly love people where they're at. If they're interested, yeah, let's go for it. But, and that's how, like, my 2 new team members that I have, like, one, I've known her since August because our daughters I sit by her every Tuesday and talk to her, but I wasn't like vomiting Arbonne on her every time. And then finally now she wants to do Arbonne. And so, another key thing is the follow-up. This is great for follow-ups. And I mean, it's just another great tool to use and that's what I love about Arbonne, is that there's something for everybody, because I can't work my Arbonne business like I would like to. Sure, I would love to be out doing 2 presentations a week, and going out. But unfortunately, that's not my life right now. And so I need to do what I can do right now. And that's where Facebook group comes in, and Skype or Zoom. You have many different meeting places where you can invite people and have that face-to-face still. You may not have that belly-to-belly, but you have that face-to-face, and they can see you. And you're also, this has really helped me work on my speaking skills, because then I can go back and, see what I need to improve on. I used to say a lot on my first couple Discover Arbonnes. So this has helped me just work on some things and everything, and just grow, my business and as a person. So, I think we pretty much talked about what we need to talk about. So I'm ready to get into some questions.
I'm sure you guys have lots and lots of questions. We'll do our best to answer them. We're just trying real hard to utilize every piece of technology that's available to us. Chris and I sort of joke that we're on that cusp of the millennial generation. We're like the old ones. The young millennials like really get technology, and we're like at the tail end of it of like, yeah, we got it, but what are they doing now? So hopefully we can be as helpful as we possibly can, even if there's questions that aren't necessarily about Facebook, maybe other social media platforms, or just other pieces of technology in general that can be utilized for business. So.
And that's awesome. I just read Kristen's thing, and that is awesome that you did a party on Zoom, because a lot of my friends are moms too. And we're in our jammies, kids are in bed, and we just hop on and we have a little party. Granted, they can't, try the product, but people believe you in your voice about the product and about the business opportunity. And that will convey through your voice, through the way that you hold yourself. And if you truly believe in these products and this business opportunity, people can tell that without even trying the products.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I was thinking too, can you put 2 or 3 of those sausages in a snack bag?
Okay, does anyone have a question for Erinn or Charissa?
I don't think
someone said snack bags. I'm like, snack bags? I make snack bags for the diaper bag, but
Any questions?
Is there anybody else that is already utilizing a group that might have, some tips that they're using and finding successful?
I know that
I've had one for a long time. It's been just growing slowly for a long time, but it's getting better now that I'm using more tools, and there's like Facebook Live and and seeing other, like Erinn, you invited in, added me to your group. Yeah. So actually, I was going to ask you if you wanted me to add you to mine, because I've had mine for a really long time. It's nice to see our teams, what are they posting, so you get ideas to post what you're going to post, So yeah, I've had one for a long time now for VIP, for preferred clients and potential clients.
Cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would love if you guys, Charissa and Erinn, would add me to your group so I can get an idea of what you're doing.
Yeah, it's just being very, very real, just very about, I don't know a better way to explain it than sort of putting your journal out there. Not like really dumping a whole diatribe of something every day, but, sharing something during the day that, was inspiring, or something you might have read, or, and then on the Arbonne side, literally, hey, the Blockbuster ASVP ends today. You're not going to want to miss this out. This is perfect for getting started in February, or, those sort of things. There really isn't a formula or a rhyme or reason. Like Chris was saying, when you're genuine and you truly believe, people start to see it. When you're going live and sharing, sharing all of your things, whether it be a Discover or, having an event. You can get creative here, you guys. So use a Facebook Live event to have a party, like Chris was saying. A lot of people won't leave their houses. I just did vision boards with my team last week, and I actually opened up, I invited friends that are not on my Arbonne team, some that aren't even my clients, to come and do this. And I think we had about 8 people here at my house that night. And one of my friends goes, this is pretty impressive. It's really hard to get people to leave their houses these days. You know, so when you really are, you know, kind of genuine about it, put, you know, have a friend say, hey, do you have 3 or 4 girlfriends that might want to, you know, hang out online for 30 minutes and, you know, maybe discover Arbonne, maybe, you know, hear about skincare or nutrition or whatever. You know, we're in the beginning of the year when everybody likes to set their resolutions. It's very, very big, healthy, happy hour time. People want to hear it. They want to know. They want to know what's going on, but they want to be at their own leisure about it. You know, they don't necessarily want to look, because right now, how many of you are seeing on your personal Facebook pages other friends and other businesses or other things that are posting constantly about whatever product that they have? You know, it gets, people don't want to get overwhelmed with that. They want to be able to look at it when they want to look at it. And when we do it in a respectful manner, they're so much more open to it. And then when they realize how awesome it is, then they're even happier.
To say, for Sarah's question, the private group differ to a business page. Like we said before, the business page, you can see when people view it, but you can't see the name of that person. And that's open to the whole wide world. And the private group, it's more personal. And you can just be, I don't know how to put it, but my business page was more of like coming from a sales standpoint, and it was more of a marketing thing. And then in my private group, it's just like, we just get real, and I just, you know, just say things, you know, and, or, you know, just about Arbonne. Now, mind you, my personal page, I like to leave personal because, you know, of all the kids and stuff like that. But I do throw in some Arbonne because that is my life. But you don't want to, like we said before, you can't do like specials that you want to run yourself. Like I ran a raffle, well, not a raffle, but a drawing. Like if you comment something, then you get your name to win something. Like I couldn't do that on my personal page. So you could do, you know, I don't know. There's so many things that you could do on your personal page that, I mean, on your private group that you can't do on your personal page. And so I like to leave my personal page for kids, family, dog, all that fun stuff. Throw a little Arbonne in there, throw some motivation, but the private group is more for strictly Arbonne motivation. It's almost like my team page, almost like. So kind of like our team page that we have right now. I post calls. Like if I have a really good Discover Arbonne that I post on there, I posted Peyton Mott's on there for a lot of the younger crowd that I have. So, you know, throw in some ones that are for and all that stuff. So good times.
Tammy, I was just reading your response as far as what the business page, and that's
yes.
Absolutely perfect. It is yes. Definitely turned into a page for consultants that, you know, other consultants end up looking at your business page. It's
almost your personal page too, because like out of a lot, like I don't know how many Arbonne people in my personal page, and all the people that were liking my posts were Arbonne people. And so I'm like, okay, I love you all, but you know, it's like, so yes, that's very, very true. It's more of people that are not Arbonne per se. So.
Okay, awesome. Any other questions?
I don't know, Carrie, are you on? Can you talk? I know Carrie has a thriving VIP page that she's had for a while too, and I love when she posts. She just posts about her life and her kids, and you know, how Arbonne is woven in, and hey, I have a drop off, who wants it next, you know, and hey, we're having facials here at my house tonight, you can bring guests, or, you know, it's just like this ongoing, like, woo, I have a Mercedes now, and come to my car presentation. Like, it's just, you know, her ongoing.
It's like a blog and like a journal, like, that people get to see what's going on with you and everything like that. Yeah.
Carrie, are you there?
Hi, Tammy. Yeah, I'm driving, but I'm here.
Okay.
Are you
driving a Mercedes?
Well, actually, the funny thing is, Evan went to go play cards with his friends tonight, and so he took it. I'm like, good, go show all the husbands so they can go home and tell their wives.
Good thinking.
So I'm driving his pickup truck right now, but oh, it's so funny. He finally got to drive it for the first time last night, and oh my gosh, it's just so exciting. But yeah, I love my VIP group. It's something I started a long time ago, where I just wanted all my preferred clients and anyone I've ever talked to about Arbonne just to hear more about Arbonne, but not flood people on my personal page. So, and then I don't know if I missed it, but or if it was in the comments. The reason I really like it too is that people get a notification when I post versus a business page. They have to actually see it in their feed.
Oh.
So for a lot of people that maybe they don't, you know, we're on Facebook a lot because it's tied in with our business, but some people might even just wait till the weekend to go onto Facebook and get like all caught up. So if we put a notification in the meantime, they'll see it and then they click on it, versus they might not see it for a whole week if they, I don't know. You know, if you know what I mean, but yes, the notification is very cool.
Carrie, did you say too that, like, when you're at a vendor event, do you ask people right then if they want to be added to your Facebook group?
Yes, everyone I basically have ever met, they're in there. So there's like over 600 people, and the people like from high school and middle school, like people that know me, that even before I was asking permission, because I started it before we even did that, they you know, they're like, they know me, like me, trust me, so they knew I wasn't gonna like putting them in something that was gonna start, you know, filling up their notifications like 10 times a day or something. So but yeah, it's a cool group. It's helped me reconnect with so many people. I just highly recommend it, having a separate group for all that stuff. So, and
that's funny that you said about high school, because I got connected with my high school Spanish teacher.
Oh my gosh, that's so
She is
cool.
in my private group,
Yeah.
and she's interested in healthy living.
Yeah, it's. I think it's just great. Yeah, my latest district manager, we go back to middle school and high school. We ran for student council together. We were on homecoming court together, and then we just kind of like fizzled, and now we're like building a business together, and she's a district manager. It's just like, oh my God, Arbonne did this. Someone that I just loved being around my whole like childhood, you know, to high school, and now we're back together. But it's because of this group, because she's just, when the time was right in her life, my posts started connecting with her. So.
And people will watch you to see if you're consistent. And if
Yes.
you like all of a sudden delete your group after like 4 months, they're like, okay, well, she didn't believe in that, so why should I join?
Right.
So it's kind of a thing that, I mean, like I said, consistency is key. Like if nobody joins your Facebook Live, like I have a Discover Arbonne tomorrow night on my private Facebook group, and if nobody joins, it's like, it's okay. I just keep going, and people are watching you. Just make sure that you're consistent, and if you quit or not. So.
And your team is watching, like, so you're setting an example, and
yes,
you'll start seeing more of your teammates dabbling in Facebook Live. And yeah, it definitely humbles you when you're doing something like that on your own, and maybe you don't get any comments or any likes, or you just do it. So that's awesome. But yeah, I just posted a picture of my steering wheel, like kind of showing the GPS, and my cup holder, like just of the Mercedes, and just said, you know, for all those people that have been waiting for me to deliver, you know, ... I'm ready. So,
Carrie, this is totally sidebar. Which one did you get?
I got the same as Tammy, the C300.
Nice.
With the sports package. It's fully loaded. It's an awesome car, and
That's truly the car for no kids. I kind of admire you with 3. You got like mom's car.
It's so awesome. And you know, we have the car seat and the other 2 girls back here. But 3 years from now, when this lease is up, we want to do the E300 because they'll be bigger then, and we'll need more of the sedan, and it's perfect. It cruises. We took it to Toledo yesterday and for a gymnastics meet, and it was awesome. I loved it.
Shelly, Shelly, my only advice to you about asking somebody to give you want an example, just like ask, be like, hey, I have a Facebook group, would you like to be added? There's really not a script that I use for every time, but it's just, it's different for each person that I meet out. So, you're just asking them, hey, I have my business Facebook group. And,
authentic about it.
Yeah, I run a bunch of specials and a lot of fun contests, and that's how I get like women from the gym. I'm like, hey, you could win some free Arbonne, and they're like, oh, but really I'm like going to have you as a business builder, but come get your free Arbonne right now.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Carrie, what do you call your private group?
My private group now is called Lions Region VIPs.
Oh, I like that.
Before that, it was Area.
Oh.
And in between, it was soon to be Region. So it had a couple name changes, but for the past 3 to 4 years, it was Lions Area. It was actually, VIPs. So
funny.
And I preface in the description that this is for preferred clients, consultants, and anyone that has shown interest in Arbonne or healthy living, so that if they do read that, they're like, oh, she thought of me because I also like healthy living, and but
that's great.
Yeah.
I did forget to mention that, actually, Carrie, you made a really good point, is if you haven't started a group yet, or even if you have started a group, make sure you pin a post so that it is always the first thing at the top explaining what it is, so that when people do come into the group, they're not just like scrolling through the feed trying to figure it out. Have something posted right away. I have a pinned post that has an image that has, my group name in it, and then explaining what it is, explaining, like Carrie said, this is for clients, preferred clients, consultants, and anybody who's interested in any way in Arbonne or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
However you're going to do it. I have mine with that information in it, as well as just encouragement and motivation, just sharing life with people.
Nice.
But I think that's an important little note that I think we all sort of skipped over in telling you about these groups. Definitely have a post that is pinned so it never moves. It's always at the top, so that people know what they're a part of.
I just want to tell you guys you're all on trend on this, because this is what we talked about at the MVP leadership meeting in Maui.
Oh.
Really the use of Facebook today. And so this is it. And inviting people. And also, this is where you can, like you said, I think, Charissa, you're not belly to belly, but you are face to face. And this is where your belief, remember, you learned from Gary Stoll and others, belief has a sound. Your belief can come through, your passion, the tone of your voice, you. So it is an awesome way, I think, to connect. And it is today's way to connect. Not discounting any of the other reach out methods, but this is a great reach out method.
Correct. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, you said you're at the top of the hill. I'm over the hill on learning this stuff. So I'm learning from you guys. And I hope some of you do add me to yours so I can just see and get the fear out.
Well, I'll laugh looking at Peyton.
Too.
I'll laugh looking at Peyton Mott's like, go get it, girl, because she does it right. She uses Facebook very well. She's a part of the young millennial generation that totally gets technology and uses it. And And then I joke and make myself feel really old. I'm like, I'm not that much older than her.
You're not.
To me, you both look like the same age. Probably from Carol, in my perspective, you all look kind of that young.
You're all 25, yes.
Yeah, you are. You're all 25.
Age is just a number.
Yes.
Yes. Well, as the host tonight, I just want to thank all of you for being here, for spending your Sunday evening with us, and especially I want to thank Charissa and Erinn for being here and sharing, and Carrie for sharing as she's driving the truck, and just sharing and giving us all this great information that we can take and build our Arbonne businesses even better, even stronger, smarter, and wiser. And it's just awesome that we're all growing so well together, and we're better together, right? So everyone have a great week and go out and
Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
How do you do a pin post?
Oh, when you, I do believe you can only pin from your computer or an iPad. I don't think phones pin posts, but when you're writing your post.
No, you can.
You can, okay. So when you're writing your post, there is a little, in the upper right, there's a little, like, looks like hashtag arrow, like a little one of these up at the top. If you click on that, it's going to give you a drop-down menu of options, and one of them is pin post. And you'll be able to do that. That will stay there.
Awesome. Thank you. I couldn't figure that out.
So I hope that everyone is working on their 40 faces for January. And I want to remind everyone that's in the southeastern Michigan area that tomorrow night at the Novi Mercedes dealership, we are having a Discover Arbonne wine and refreshments. There's an event page you can get added to on Facebook if you want to come. Doors open at 6:45. We're going to start right at 7. We are going to Facebook Live it. If you want to Facebook Live it into your private group, just join the event, and we'll take care of all that. So hope you can make it, and thank you for being here tonight. And again, thank you, Erinn and Charissa. Good night, everyone.
So much. Bye.